Inside the Halifax Metro Center, Halifax, Nova Scotia, and the Four Continents Figure Skating Championships. 6,100 plus on hand, ready for the final flight in the men's free skate, which you will see live here on CTV. They are getting ready backstage to take to the ice. Elvis Stojko in the final group in third place right now. As you see his walk backstage. Doug Lee, Bushi Kessler, part of Team Stojko, Takeshi Honda. Let's take a look at what happened earlier this evening. This is Zhenjing Guo. We were talking about quads. 8 men have come to Halifax with quads. Guo lands the first one of the evening and is currently in third place after the quad toe. American Shepard Clark came out with an entertaining program, landing 6 triples. And he stands in first place right now. Canadian Jean-Francois Hébert on his axle, just missing it, bouncing out of it. But this tango program seems to suit him very well, and the crowd here in Halifax loved it. Final moments of his program. Jean-Francois Hébert is in 5th place. It has been a tough week in Halifax for Emmanuel Sandou. The 18-year-old has been fighting the flu. This was his quad attempt. He doubled that. Emmanuel told me that he's only managed about 3 full meals all week, and he is simply out of gas right now. He's looking forward to a little bit of rest before he gets right back into training for the World Championships in March in Helsinki. He's in 4th place. American Trifon of the USA gave a quad a good try, falling out of it, and he is 2nd right now. So there's been 1 quad so far in the evening. And these are the standings. Shepard Clark leading the way, an American 2nd. Zhenjing Guo of China's in 3rd. Emmanuel Sandou is 4th. Jean-Francois Hébert in 5th place. Here's the rest of the field that have skated so far. Coming up live, the coverage of the final flight of men. As we go live, just before they take to the ice, Elvis Stojko in 3rd place. We'll come back with the men's free skate. From Halifax, Nova Scotia, the Four Continents Figure Skating Championships on CTV. Nova Scotia and the ISU Four Continents Figure Skating Championships. Inside the Halifax Metro Center, 6,150 are waiting for Elvis Stojko. He is in 3rd place right now, chasing 2 men. Ming Zhang of China, who is 2nd, and Takeshi Honda of Japan, who has been training at the Mariposa Club in Barrie.
Thank you.
Elvis Stojko is using the Four Continents as a warm-up to the World Championships in Helsinki, Finland. He will not be going to the Grand Prix final in St. Petersburg, Russia next week, wanting an extra week to rest and then get ready for the Worlds. Speaking of the Worlds, we sat down and talked to Elvis about who he'll face, who the challenges will be, and of the explosion of quads coming out of China. All season, we've marveled at the dominance of the Russians in the Grand Prix series. After 6 events, Russian men finished at the top of the field, all of them ahead of Elvis Stojko. A new era of men's skating has begun with the introduction of the quadruple jump in the short program. Earlier this season, Evgeny Plushenko and Elvis Stojko were the only 2 who attempted the jump. Both failed. Until here in Halifax, when history was made by former Chinese champion, 22-year-old Ming Zhang.
I would call like it's Chinese wave right now, you know? Chinese wave coming, it's not just 1 guy, it's like 3 of them. If we will think about Helsinki, about World Championship, will be first time new system. Qualifying round will be added to final score. For example, if Chinese guys will make the quadruple qualifying round, they will be I think. And two groups in the top three. What I see difference between how they doing the quadruple. They're using a lot of speed, you know. They gliding perfect. They very fast skaters, and they flying. You can see them. They flying. They covering like huge distance with their quadruples and triple axels.
When assessing the field, Elvis knows it's skaters like the Asians that they should keep an eye on, as they have become the ones who have put the pressure on him and the Russians.
There's a lot of new faces coming in, a lot of guys that they've gone through, there's different stages, and I see the stage where they've gone through the process of going to Worlds, so they've done their first few outings to get used to it. Now it's a time to really produce, so the pressure's on. So there's a group there that lies within that pack. And of course, you know, Yagudin as well, who's had the experience and has been there. Now is a chance for him to produce. You know, I've been there for so many years, and the focus doesn't really change from you as you go through it. It doesn't veer to somebody else. It just gets bigger.
I think Elvis has a tough time because he's also that former world champion. And I think the boys have made him the benchmark because he did have the quadruple in last year, has had a successful career. And he's a little older, so is Ermanov. And you've got these so-called young kids coming up, and they're fresh and they're hungry, hungry to be champions, to beat Elvis, to beat Ermanov, and it's very, very hard.
Elvis likes the fact that these Chinese skaters have come to the, excuse the pun, forefront. He says it makes it even better for him to step up and give 100%. And remember, Elvis has a history of coming back after the short program. He's in third right now. He needs a strong free skate to see if he can be at the top of the podium. And I know two people looking forward to calling all the action. That's Debbie Wilkes and Barb Underhill.
Thanks, Rob. Last minute of warm-up here, and you talk about Elvis coming from behind. In 5 of his last 6 outings where he has been behind, he has won.
And there's a perfect quad toe, triple toe combination. Unbelievable. I think what's so surprising about these Chinese men here is that they have come out of nowhere. We have not seen them this season. They have not been sent abroad, and suddenly they have shown up. This is Shenzheng Li right here.
And this is the first time we've ever seen a warm-up like this where 5 of the 6 competitors can do quads.
And what
sign of the time.
What's really stunning here is the level of competition. And there's nobody in this event that is ranked in the top 10 in the world. So imagine what the World Championships is going to be like.
Here's the order of skate. Anthony Liu from Australia is first. Zhang is second. Takeshi Honda, the leader, is third. Elvis will skate fourth. Roman Skorniakov from Uzbekistan will skate fifth. And rounding out, potential winner, Shenzheng Li from China. The remaining 5 men heading back to the warm-up area.
Representing Australia.
Some will want to see and hear what's going on. Some will not. Anthony Liu, 5th after the short program, is from Australia. Originally competed for China, but moved to Australia several years ago. And now competes as the senior champion. His program to Mission Impossible.
And he's the very first Australian skater to ever land a quadruple jump in competition. And he will open with it. And he's flying into this jump. Triple toe in the end. hang on to the landing there. So nice to have Australia with a top-ranked skater now, especially since the World Championships will be there next year.
Watching at home that any one of these last 6 skaters, if skating well enough, has the potential to win. Most likely one of the top 3 after the short, if they win the free skate, automatically wins the event. Momentum, Barb. Starting to slow down here. That was a double loop instead of the planned triple. And here's the Salchow. He doubles the Salchow too. Complete 4 spins. They're allowed to do every triple jump in the book, but if they want to repeat, they can only repeat 2 of those jumps, and they must be in combination. It's really confusing this year how the quads have figured into the count. The new rule book from the ISU is quite ambiguous. And he came out flying but ran out of gas. 17th ranked man in the world, and certainly if he puts it all down, he has the potential to be a top 10 skater, which would be a first for Australia. Looking on in the background, Takeshi Honda, the leader, nursing his injured ankle, and Elvis Stojko pacing. Difficult for any skater, particularly when you have designed in your program the big jumps right up front. So much pressure and so much nervousness is spent worrying about it. Sometimes the hardest part is keeping the composure after you land it. Look at how clean that quad is. Goes up into the triple, and that's a clean landing as well. That was a beauty. Quad toe. Free foot nice and high off the ice. And the triple toe was real quality too. But that was almost
marks for Anthony Liu for
of the whole
technical
program.
merit. 5-6, 5-4, 5-5, 5-3,
reward from the Italian judge at 5.7,
The marks for presentation.
but lower for the
5-3,
presentation.
5-2, 5-3, 5-3, 5-4, 5-3,
Anthony Liu leads the
5-4.
free skate.
Thank you. Our next competitor representing
Here is Min
China.
Zhang from
Min
China.
Zhang.
Second after the short program. But he's the skater yesterday who did the quad in the short. Here's a look.
And he said afterwards that he was very excited to land the quad in the short, but he was even more excited to skate in the same competition as Elvis, his hero. He has 2 quads planned in this performance. Quad is actually a more consistent jump for him than the triple axel, which he will open with. Triple axel, triple toe loop. And his next combination is the quad toe, triple toe. Oh! And that's unusual because he has been nailing that all week in practice without a problem.
Although interesting to look at the successful quad from last night, the entry was very different here.
This is a big skate for him. China can only send 1 man to the World Championships. And this event will determine who the Chinese will send. And he rallies back with a gorgeous triple Lutz. Rob spoke earlier about the depth of skaters in China right now. And there are at least 9 skaters, 3 in the junior ranks, that can do a quad jump. Unbelievable. And he has another quad planned right here. Let's see if he does this one. No, doubled it. Such an unfamiliar position for him to be in second place ahead of his hero Elvis Stojko. It looks like the heat has gotten to him. money in the bank to him all week in practice, but was not here tonight in 2 attempts.
Min Zhang from China. Those quads have been familiar friends for Min Zhang, except for today.
Well, he needs some more miles on him in the competitive arena. And it's so surprising to me that they have not sent their skaters out to these international events. Here's the first attempt at the quad. Doesn't get the rotation, and that is such an unusual mistake for him. Here's the second attempt. Same entry as in the short program, but pops in the middle of the air there.
Not nearly as long a reach as the successful quad from
The
last
marks for
night.
Min Zhang for
The
technical
Chinese
merit.
need to get their skaters out there. They're so talented. They just need the
5-3,
experience
5-5, 5-4.
with the pressure.
5-5, 5-7, 5-6.
Still rewarded
marks for
for the
presentation.
quadruple jumps. The
5-1,
attempts at least,
5-3,
but lower marks for
5-2,
presentation.
5-4,
Min Zhang
5-4,
is the leader at this
5-5,
point.
5-5. Thank you.
Next to skate, the
Our
leader
next
after
skater
the short,
representing
Takeshi
Japan,
Honda.
Takeshi
Also in
Honda.
unfamiliar territory.
Now, Takeshi is a new training mate of Elvis's at the Mariposa Club. How do you think this feels? Elvis is his idol. Elvis is Zhang's idol. Now Honda has to produce, and he's the only man out of the top 4 who does not plan a quad.
He can do the quad. He's done it earlier in the season. However, he's had a very serious ankle injury, has just gotten back on the ice last week. So his goal here is just to play it safe and to be clean. And he opens with the triple axel combination. Wow, the triple axel was a beauty. He had to hang on for the landing of the triple toe. We've always seen the potential in Takeshi the last few years anyway, but he never really had the presence on the ice. But he has developed that over the last year. The change has been unbelievable.
Despite the fact Takeshi did not compete in Japanese nationals, or at least did not finish completing, he injured himself and had to withdraw after the short program. It's likely with the skates here, he will be the choice for Japan to go to Helsinki.
And this is a critical point in the program here, his second triple axel.
program to the music from the Man in the Iron Mask was done by Leanne Miller, and she has captured something we have never seen from Takeshi. You talk of it as present, Barb. He's feeling the beauty of his body as it moves through the air.
What an incredible accomplishment. He's been off the ice for several weeks, just got back on last week. He pushed this program to the end.
Takeshi Honda, he came of age tonight. We'll see him for a while. Takeshi Honda from Japan. Unbelievable tonight, Bart. Patient, unhurried.
I don't think it's a fluke that when he moved to Barrie, that's when he started getting results. He was second at the NHK Trophy. Triple axel, he was right over top of that, so straight in the air into the triple toe loop. And that was the only funny landing that he had. He was solid all the way through. But what it is here is confidence, Debbie, because he just hasn't had that in the past. And that makes all the difference.
It seemed as if he knew where the ice was instinctively.
And he played out to the audience.
This one's so scary, but it's okay.
Now, according to his coaches at Mariposa, Doug and Michelle Lee, whether Elvis goes to the Grand Prix or not, Takeshi Honda is next in line, and he says he will not go to the Grand Prix either.
Oh, yeah.
What a moment.
You're hearing the crowd behind. Elvis is the next to skate.
And this is usually good for Elvis. This usually helps him to get pumped. For some skaters, this would turn the other way, but
5-7.
he usually thrives on this.
5-8. The marks for presentation.
Takeshi Honda from Japan,
5-7.
still the leader.
5-7. 5-7. 5-9. 5-8. 5-8. Thank you. Our next competitor, representing Canada, Elvis Stojko.
Okay, Elvis, Worlds is 3 weeks away. Let's see what you got.
just going to need a clean program from here.
And the next quad.
Next jump's a biggie. Here's the triple axel. Oh, and he singles it. It is so unusual to see Elvis singling a jump. Here's the second triple axel. He needs this right here. Triple axel, triple toe. He reworked his program there, took out the second quad, and put the triple-triple combination in, knowing that he had a better chance. And he's going for another triple axel. That was a beauty. So he does get the two triple axels in. Is this the message Elvis Stojko wants to send to the rest of the world? You can never count this guy out. 2 mistakes. He could have given up, but he pushed it all the way.
Elvis, Dudley, Ushi Kessler discussing the strategy of the element change during the program.
Well, he said he was totally dumbfounded when he singled the axle. Here's the look at the quad. Again, like the short program, doesn't quite get the rotation he needed. Gets a little stuck there.
The entry was very powerful. The step over and the toe pick good.
Holy smokes. Thank you. What is that? I don't know. It's a huge route. I think it just came around.
Boy, he was thinking on his feet when he singled the axle. right there.
Just so you see the foot just.
But came back. He knew he needed 2 triple axels in this program. Reworked the program
There's the other one.
and does it again. And the last time I remember him doing this, Deb, was it at Lillehammer when he singled the first axle?
I think you're right, Bert.
And then changed around the program.
Put it on the side. That'd be great. Thank you.
And that is a tough thing to do. Think on your feet.
You.
Now, when you compare what Takeshi did with what Elvis did, Takeshi had 8 triples, Elvis had 7. They both had triple axle, triple toe loop. Very, very close. This may come down to the presentation mark.
Here is Takeshi Honda backstage waiting for the results of Elvis's marks. Will it be Takeshi? Will it be Elvis? And we still have 2 skaters to skate.
Been one challenge after another for Elvis this season, and it's not going to get easier.
The
Think
marks
of what
for
he's up
Elvis
against at
Stojko
Worlds.
for technical merit. 5'7", 5'6", 5'7", 5'7", 5'7", 5'8",
You know, there
5'6".
may have been a deduction for
The marks for presentation.
3rd attempt at the triple axel.
5'8",
Judges knew the first
5'5", 5'5",
Was a
5'6",
triple axel attempt, and the
5'8",
skater is not
5'7",
allowed to repeat
5'7".
any triple or quadruple more
you.
than once. And Elvis stands in 2nd place behind
Our next
Takeshi
competitor
Honda.
representing Uzbekistan.
Takeshi, does he know? There it is. Disappointment in the Stojko.
Representing China, Chengjiang Li.
This is Qingshang Li from China. Now, he has the quads planned as well. 4th after the short program. He will be skating to Riverdance, so hang on to your hats. No matter how he skates, he cannot change the order of Elvis and Takeshi. He cannot move ahead of Takeshi, but he can move ahead of Elvis.
And this program has been winning rave reviews in practice all week. And he opens with a quad toe, triple toe combination. Got tremendous speed going in here. Quad toe, triple toe. Triple axel, triple toe. He is right on. China has officially arrived on the world scene.
Cheng Li from China, 1 quadded, 7 triples. Cheng Li was 17 when he started doing the quad.
What a difference a year makes, though. He was 7th at the Junior World last year. Look at this quad. Look at the height, the position in the air. It's so perfect. Straight up into the triple toe.
Watch his back. He's perfectly vertical, even through to the landing. There's no reaching for it. It just settles.
Last year when we saw him at the Junior Worlds, he was simply a jumping machine. But what they have done this year is rounded him out. He's got rhythm now. He's musical. And here's the one jump that he struggles with. He doesn't do it in his short program because it's not his favorite jump, and that was the one mistake in this performance. Is this enough to beat Elvis? It just might be. Quad toe, triple toe combination, triple axel, triple toe combination, and a program. Well, you saw the reaction from the audience.
It was alive. And apparently, Barb, he watched a video about East Coast music and dance before he came here, so he could get an idea about the kind of culture that he was coming into. The big question now for Elvis Stojko is, will it be a silver? Will it be a bronze? A disappointment, I would think, coming into the event, knowing that he was by far the highest ranked skater
for
here.
technical merit.
But who would know that the Chinese would come on this strong? And look at these unbelievable marks.
5'8", 5'8",
Well
5'9",
deserved.
5'9". The marks for presentation.
A little bit of happy there.
5'6", 5'6".
Oh, wow, and he
5'7",
moves ahead of
5'8",
Elvis Stojko.
5'7",
Cheng Li
5'7".
of China is number 2.
Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes the judging of the 1999 Four Continents Figure Skating Men's Championship. In just a few moments, we will have the unofficial standings. In first place from Japan, Takeshi Honda. In second place from China, Cheng
The
Li.
standings, we see
In third
Takeshi
place
Honda from
Canada,
Japan
Elvis
taking the top
Stojko.
spot on the podium.
In fourth
Cheng
place from
Li of China
China,
is
Min
second.
Zhang.
Canada's
And
Elvis
in fifth
Stojko
place
has
from
to settle for
Australia,
third.
Anthony Liu.
Min Zhang of China is fourth. Anthony Liu of Australia is fifth. Emmanuel Sandhu, number 2 in Canada, is down in 10th position, battling the flu this week. And our third Canadian, Jean-Francois Hébert, is in 11th. Take it away, Rob.
Elvis, give me your first reaction on your finish here in Halifax.
Well, the finish is not what we were looking for here. We wanted to step up and get over my feet and get confidence, and that's what we did this week, and must have jumped up 25-30% compared to Canadians in the way I felt, and I felt really good about the skate today, and next one's Worlds.
You had a little bit of a struggle with the quad again, as you did in the short program. Same thing, just not enough revolution?
Yeah, just I need some more practice on it and get some more confidence with it again. The injury is the thing that held me back during the season to practice it, and I still need more time, but you know, we got another 3 weeks. I can relax next week and build up for Worlds.
All right, then tell us about changing the program there to throw in the other axle.
Well, yeah, it was very strange. I don't know, when I stepped on the axle edge, I felt fine, and I felt the foot just slip. So I figured, well, instead of the quad, I need another axle, so I decided to change the program and put it right in there.
Are you happy for Takeshi?
Very happy. It's good for the team. Takeshi came to train with us, and it's nice training with him every day, and he's had an injury, too, that he just came back from with the ankle, and he's doing well, so it's a good finish.
Well, good luck to you. We look forward to seeing you in Helsinki.
Thank you.
Elvis Stojko in third place here in Halifax. It is Takeshi Honda of Japan. He's been struggling with injury, but comes up with a gold medal performance, and his reaction says it all. So too for the Chinese skater, a dazzling display. Elvis Stojko in third in Halifax. Coming up next here at the Four Continents, We Dance. It's Saturday night.